The future of the nation's coal industry on center stage this week, singled out in President Trump's State of the Union on Tuesday night.
While the president is upbeat on coal's future, declaring the war on energy and the war on clean coal over, a new report out today paints a much gloomier picture.
That report by the Institute for Energy Economics shows the U.S. coal industry continued to shrink last year, trending toward a long-term decline.
Now, among the key issues, record low coal consumption, an oversupply of cheap natural gas, and renewables gaining momentum.
The report also points out that coal accounted for just 30% of U.S. electricity production last year, compared to 45% in 2009. Now, here in Montana, that's the very dilemma facing the town of Colstrip, which finds itself at a crossroads between its past and future.
As plans move forward to retire the town's two oldest coal-fired power plants by the year 2022, Colstrip residents just aren't sure what their future holds. When we first met Lori Shaw 2 years ago, she and her close friend Ashley Dennehy had just founded Colstrip United. The two Colstrip natives felt the need to give their community a voice, a forum to help educate people about the importance of coal and coal energy. Little did they realize this new endeavor would inspire an entire community.
We've garnered 17,000 followers on Facebook, and we also now have a presence on Twitter and Instagram. We just like to focus on public education about coal and coal energy and what it does for our communities and our state and whatnot. And so what you're seeing is this large amount of people that find this message relatable.
Shaw has now taken her activism a step further, having just been elected to the Colstrip City Council, a new role that gives her added perspective.
I sit on the advisory board for the Colstrip Library, and our small library just lost its state aid. The primary source of state aid for libraries is the coal severance tax. So even though for Colstrip the hard times aren't quite here yet, we're getting like a tiny glimmer in certain areas already.
We're not the first community in the U.S. that's going through this, and so we're looking at other communities around the country on things that they have done positively and what impacts that they've had and how they've addressed those with government and the private sector and how it's worked out. Pro or con, hopefully we can learn from that and make this a very positive experience one way or the other.
At the Southeastern Montana Development Corporation, Jim Atchison knows the value of keeping a positive attitude. He's at the forefront, trying to attract new businesses to Colstrip and to keep the existing ones.
Quality of life, though, in Colstrip is unbelievable, and that's some of the benefits of the coal industry or the coal economy for this part of the state. And so we reap those benefits, and whether it's the school, the clinic, the park and rec district, or the city and county taxes, which are very low compared to other communities.
Pat Campbell, labor relations specialist at Western Energy's Rosebud Mine, has lived and worked in Colstrip for nearly 30 years. He's worried about property values and jobs.
My personal opinion, I believe we're going to see some layoffs in the community here. It's going to affect everybody from bringing, we have hundreds of vendors that come here from Billings, Miles City, wherever. It's going to affect those people too. And I think we're going to feel a pretty good pinch.
So the question everyone's asking is, when will Colstrip Units 1 and 2 shut down? Co-owners Talon Energy and Puget Sound have agreed to a shutdown date of June of 2022. But the word on the street in Colstrip is it could be earlier than that, perhaps June of 2021. And what about the newer, larger plants? Colstrip Units 3 and 4, they're owned by 6 different companies. Any decision to shut down would require unanimous consent by all 6. Puget Sound, in its latest rate case in Washington State, identified 2027 as its exit date from Colstrip. But Talon Energy foresees the plants operating well beyond that as long as they stay economically viable. And that will be the deciding factor. Janelle?
All right, thanks so much.